Hey, what's up you guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing another video game action figure review on the McFarlane Toys Mortal Kombat variant of Sub-Zero. We also have Baraka, and then we have the Spawn Blood Feud version right here, and our Blood Feud Hunter variant. And then we have both versions of Kitana. This is the regular version. Then we have the variant of that with the Platinum Edition sticker on it right over there. Now each of these just have a product shot of the character on the back of the packaging, so there's no read-ups or anything like that. And speaking of video games, I want to talk about an app game that nobody has ever heard of before. It's called Raid Shadow Legends. It's a fun video game app where you can explore millions of champion combinations and master countless tactics as you take on raid bosses, dungeon runs, campaign battles, and PvP arena matches. With hundreds of artifacts to equip and over 500 champions blessed with unique skills, you can build your team, develop your champions, and raid your way. The one thing I really like about this game is the effects look amazing. Now Raid recently released its biggest ever update, the Doom Tower, which is a giant tower with 120 floors, a bunch of secret challenge rooms, and 12 seriously badass bosses to take on. Charlene and I have been having a blast with it so far. And you don't have to take my word for it. You can check out reviews on Reddit, or you can check out the app reviews. If you go to the description below, you're going to get a bunch of bonus goodies for this game. Check it out. You're going to get 50,000 silver plus 50 gems, 1 energy refill, 1 clan boss key, 5 mystery shards. I mean shards, not shards. Shards. 5 mystery shards, and a 1-day XP booster, plus 1 free champion and a Hex Weaver. All this treasure will be available right here. You can get yourself started. You get a 30-day limited deal on this, so check it out. Link in the description below. Anyway, with all of that being said, let's get to it and crack these figures open. And here's all 5 figures out of the packaging, and oh man, these are really cool figures. A lot of cool stuff to talk about over here. We're gonna start off with the repaint figures, the Sub-Zero and the Spawn figure. Let's get a closer look at the accessories that come with Sub-Zero. Sorry if you could hear a motor running in the background. I cannot help it. My neighbor has some serious construction going on right now, but I love how these accessories look over here with these variant colors. This looks really neat, seeing the yellow and then all this blood coming down right here on the spinal column. Really loving that detail, man. I don't know what is with the orange, you know, I guess it's just going with the color scheme. And these axes we'd seen before, they're in all blue with the previous Sub-Zero version, you know, and same thing with the skull and spinal column. But yeah, I love seeing the blood spatter on these. It just looks amazing. Really like it a lot. And then looking at the Sub-Zero figure itself, the orange and teal together just throws me off some. So I just don't know. I like it, but at the same time, it does throw me off. This is a Wave 1 figure, so the articulation is a little bit different. You just get the neck joint right in there. I'm not going to go over the articulation on all of these figures, and I think this is weird, and I am glad that they changed it. But I will point out differences and nuances that I've noticed, you know, with these figures. But yeah, you can see that we're getting a lot of the blood spatter right over here on Sub-Zero, and it looks really good. I love having that kind of paint detail on here. The straps have this nice silver paint right here. You can see this kind of yellowish silver color right here on the guard of the forearms and everything. And then there's the back. Unremovable weapons, which still bums me out. Again, you know, it's a repainted figure. You can see the blood spatter right over here. And then here's looking at all the silver bits. And I like how it's all broken up and stuff. And then you can see the feet right there. And you do get peg holes. Oh, and another thing about the articulation that I like, which I wish they kept up more often, is that there is an upper or a mid-thigh cut right here just above the knee. So you can turn that side to side, which is great. I forgot to mention that each of these figures do come with their own Mortal Kombat stand with the peg sticking out, but here's looking at the Blood Feud Spawn axe, which looks great with this blood right there. I think that looks really badass. Get it? Anyway, there's the other axe. from, I think this is a Target exclusive version right here without the blood on there. So you can see the differences right over there. And this paint scheme is really neat, man. I really like this. This is very, very cool looking. You can see the details in the sculpt a little bit better right here, just because you get this lighter peach color throughout with the pink and everything mixed in with it. And you can see this nice gold for the chains and everything and on the spikes. I really like how the head sculpt looks like this. It looks really neat. And then you can see that detail just a little bit closer as we look through the figure. You get these nice spikes right over here and everything. And again, I just really love the sculpt of this figure. All the detail in here and everything just looks remarkable. Really dig it a lot, man. So very cool to see it with this paint scheme. I really like it a lot. You get some more blood right there, blood on the hand right down there. So that's very cool. Again, the feet are maybe a little on the small side, and he still has peg holes and paint detail right there. And then the sculpt and paint apps and everything with this cape right here just look fantastic once more. Now the Melinas come with the same accessories, just with different colors. I love how the fan looks right here. You get a collapsed fan right here as well, which is really neat. So I am happy for these two. I really like them a lot. I like to squeeze the fingers in between the little space right over here when she's holding it. I think that works out pretty well. She also comes with a sai, which is kind of throwing me off a little bit, because when I see the red version holding a sai, I'm thinking Melina right away. So I kind of like having the red version having both of the sais, even though this one has a blue handle right here. I really like the head sculpt. The mask looks really good. I like how the eyes look and everything. You have that nice blush over the eyes, or is that called eyeshadow? I'm not sure. But anyway, that head sculpt looks fantastic. I'm very happy with that. And I like how we get this metallic blue throughout. Even the pin right here in her hair has that metallic paint. Like the whole bandana thing right here looks fantastic throughout. And I think the proportions of the figure look really good, very stunning. I like the metallic blue right here on the sides, and then you get a matte blue and black throughout in the center of the figure. And I like how she's sculpted, very shapely, you know? They didn't go cheap on the shapes, so I'm really happy about the shapes. I think they did a great job over here. Love the thigh thickness, very happy with that. Nice little wrinkles and attention to detail in that sculpt. The knees look really good. Love all these silver trim parts sculpted on here and everything with those paint apps. It just looks really cool to me. I'm really happy with that. Feet look good, even though they're small and difficult to get her posed with and everything. You're going to have that happen a lot of the time with female figures. And then here's the red version, my not Melina figure right here, and this also looks really good. I do like the blue version more, but having this is awesome as well. I just wish there was a little bit more saturation in the metallic red parts, you know? I feel like I'm missing just a little bit of depth with the color right over here, so I kind of wish there was a little bit more there, but I do like how it looks overall. Again, the sculpt is exactly the same. I do really like it a lot. Something about this backstrap thing over here I really like. I don't know what it is, and maybe it's the black and red together. It stands out to me a whole lot more so than it did on this version, but yeah, you know, and the shapes. I love all the shapes. Again, looks fantastic. Really happy with these figures. Oops, I want to show off the fan that came with the Melina variant. You can see that instead of a bright silver, it has more of a gunmetal gray color. So when you see the two of them side by side like that, and then of course, you know, the handle right here has purple and more of a gunmetal gray as opposed to the brighter silver. And then the fans, same sculpt, but switching the silver with gunmetal gray. And then for Baraka, we get one accessory aside from the stand, and that is this brain right over here, looking fantastic, man. Oh, wow. Very, very well detailed and everything. I think this looks great, and it does have that hole in there, so you can go ahead and have Baraka spike right through it. If you have it sitting there for a while, it is going to warp this a little bit. It's going to droop on you some, you know, depending on how long you have it there and, you know, how well or, you know, what direction it's kind of leaning. But I really love this a lot. I think this is very cool. And I really like this head sculpt, man. Very freaky looking Baraka. I mean, the teeth and the face, the eyes look great. Very feline kind of cat eyes right there. The ears look really good. I'm really liking all the little spikes that we're seeing throughout. A gripe of mine, though, is that I wish we got a little bit more of this cream color kind of smeared throughout on the upper torso a little bit more to kind of give some more depth to the sculpt. I am seeing some of that paint there. It's like there's a little bit of gray here, but I just wish there was a little bit more paint on the upper torso to break things up some. I really like how it looks right here on the side. You get all the spikes and everything. You can see the wrap. And then these guys right here, which are not removable. The hands have some great detail with the fingernails all painted and everything. That sound in the background is annoying the shit out of me. I cannot tell you how much that's bothering me. All right, anyway,
You can see nice sculpted detail right over here as well. These spikes look really good. The back looks great and everything. Great musculature on that and everything, man. And then the whole stitching right here on the back, these flaps. This is the gunmetal gray that we're seeing on the front. Again, that stitching looks great. You do get similar Sub-Zero right here. You get the swivel right above the knees, of course, with the double jointed knees. I don't like how the color comes through right there. It kind of throws me off, but the shins look really good right there. Really like that a lot, man. And then you get these Baraka Tootsies looking fantastic. So, hey, you got your Baraka Tootsies right there, wearing chancletas, and then you can see he has peg holes at the bottom of the feet. Now to measure out the height of these figures, you can see that they're standing at around the 7.5-inch mark, kind of going across the board, right, with the Melinas and their buns right over there, just a little over 7 inches, you know, Blood Feud Spawn figure, a little over 7 inches, you know. I gotta say, it is a little bit trickier than it looks getting these Melinas to stand here just in a vanilla pose. They have very small feet. And then for a quick size comparison, you can see the two Sub-Zeros right over there. I mean, I definitely really like the original version right here a bit more. And then we have the two Spawn figures side by side. I gotta say, I really do love both of these. And then here's all 5 figures. Next to your average 6-inch scale figure, we have the Marvel Legends Big Time Badass Spider-Man. Sandals? Really? Sandals? You're gonna wear sandals to a Mortal Kombat fight, Baraka? Come on! You have bigger brains than that! So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to show your support by hitting that like button and hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell. And a big extra thank you to all these people showing their extra support via the Tron and membership. If you're interested, click that join button or check out the link below. This is a lot of fun, man. I like these figures. Not for everybody, but I do really like them a lot. The Blood Feud Spawn, is just standing out to me more than any of these other ones over here. I just really like it a lot. The Melina figure is really badass too, you know, so they're all about 20 bucks a piece, and I think that's a fair price for these Mortal Kombat figures. You're getting crazy amounts of detail in the sculpts with all of them, which really stands out, and for the most part, I really like the paint apps a lot. Very cool things going on here. I do have my gripes, but they're fairly minimal compared to how much I like the sculpt on these things. So at the price point of around 20 bucks a piece, I'm gonna give each of these figures a Sun rating of...
It's not too bad.
The Blood Feud Spawn, I'm gonna give it, I love it, because that, yeah, I just like that one a lot more. It just looks a lot cooler to me. It just stands out. But I want to know what you guys think. Let me know in the comment section below. If you want to stay in touch with me via social media, you can check me out over on Instagram, Twitter, and Twitch, and I will catch you guys later. Peace.
Crispy.
Hey, new ShartimusPrime videos. Hey, you should click one. Yeah, click on one of them. Or subscribe if you haven't. Your face,